we live with YouTube as well? Doesn't look like it. We're live with Facebook. We'll be, we're just doing some setup things. Whew, it is warm in the kitchen tonight. We've got lots going on. I've got chocolate cups, some already made. We're going to be doing these today, so I'm really excited to share this with you. Because if you've got something that you need for Valentine's Day, if you've got a gift you need for Valentine's Day, nice one, we're live on YouTube. Yay, YouTube over here, Facebook, the Feel Better Coach over here. Welcome. This is going to be fun. We decided we wanted to have some fun in the cottage tonight, so we wanted to invite you along. Come on in, Cemaaj. And we're going to be, me and Cemaaj, or actually Cemaaj, is going to be making, like you're on two cameras here, you have to make sure you stand in the frame here.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Frame,
You're
frame.
right, frame. You have to stand right. Ah, we're used to being on top of each other in the kitchen. What are we doing tonight, babe?
We're making chocolates.
We are making chocolates.
As far as I can see.
Have you ever made chocolates before?
What do you think about that?
I mean, you might have assisted me when we made raw chocolates.
Yes.
Actually made chocolates from the very beginning.
Yeah, we did.
Right?
That.
So
yes.
if you make chocolate from the very beginning, it's possible, but it's quite the job. And you have to have the kitchen really clean and no water, and there's a lot of prep to go. This one's really easy. Where did I put my, oh yeah. So what we're doing is taking, can you believe it? That's got low battery. Can you go get a cord for that?
I better do that.
The beauty of live TV, low battery on the iPad. Tonight, this is what we're using. So we're not making our own chocolate. We're actually using store-bought chocolate. Now, let's just talk about that quickly while Cemaaj is putting that in. Dark chocolate historically has always been low sugar. Except now we all love sugar, right? So dark chocolate, you've got to look on the back, look on your ingredients, and see how many grams of sugar is in your dark chocolate. I've had seen bars up to 30 or 40 grams. If you've been following us, you know that for a woman, it's 24 grams of sugar a day, and for a man, it's 30 grams of sugar a day. It's two different camera angles, it's so weird. So, let's just take that icon off of there. So, 24 grams and 30 grams. So if you've got a bar of chocolate that's 30, 40 grams, you know, you're not going to be eating very much of that and stay in your quota. This particular one is 3 grams. And there's 2.5 portions, because that's the other thing you've got to check. How many grams of sugar and how many portions in the thing do they think? So they say 2.5 in here. 3 grams, 7.5 grams of sugar in this whole bar. Compare that to just milk chocolate if you're not vegan, and we're making this for our dentist. We're making chocolates for the dentist tomorrow. We're making chocolates for our dentist and for somebody else, but she might be watching, so. Anyway, if you use milk, it goes up to 22 grams, and there's 3 servings in here. So 66 grams of sugar, 7.5 grams of sugar. Now, if you just eat these bars on their own, I will admit this one's quite hard to eat, right? It's 90% cacao. It's really not a lot of sugar. But when you do what we're doing to it tonight, it's freaking awesome. And everyone talks about these. I'm going to get some out of the freezer while Cemaaj comes over here. And I think first of all, we'll get you a bowl and you can mix your Almond Joy mix while I go to the freezer. So the Almond Joy mix Cemaaj is mixing is 1 cup of desiccated coconut. Okay, desiccated coconut.
Okay.
And we are going to take this back one, and you'll need a cloth for that. So on the stove, what I've got is a lot of little pots with little pots in them. So we've got water underneath, and then a little pot with whatever we want to melt. And we don't want that to touch the water, or the water to touch that. So we've got peanut butter. We've got cacao butter, we've got chocolate, milk chocolate, and we've got dark chocolate. So that's what we've got. And then on the smorgasbord bar down here, we've got cranberries, cashews, Xanthi raisins. I love Xanthi raisins. They remind me of home. Little teeny tiny raisins. These are going to make the most amazing chocolate bar. He's laughing at me. We've got some cashews. Beautiful cashews, raw, and some raw almonds, and some toasted just some toasted coconut flakes. Can you see those? Okay, right. I toasted those just in my little skillet before we started. And as Cemaaj was saying, when you're toasting coconut, as soon as it goes brown, the next thing it does is turn black and burn. So you got to be quick on getting it out of the pan because it still cooks in the pan. There you go, my apron was all weird. Okay, so you have that, and then you're going to pour that mixture into there.
Yep.
And then you're going to work it in with your hands, because with this coconut, if you really, really work it in, all we're trying to do is we're making almond joys with this, right? So we've got this dry coconut. I can't really put that, if you put that in chocolate and bite through it, it's not going to do very much for you, is it? So what we're going to do is...
Am I going to pour it in?
You're going to pour it in. Well, actually, you're going to take 3 tablespoons to start with. So
Okay,
just pop it
3
down.
tablespoons to start with.
This is Cemaaj's lesson as well as you guys, you see.
Alright.
Alright, so he's going to do that. I'm going to get some out of the freezer. You can see what we're making.
So, I like it. Let's use this.
Okay, so we call these freezer chocolates. There we go. And I just keep them in a jar in the freezer. So the ones he's making right now are the almond joys. Do I have something I can contrast? Here we go. Pop them in there. Alright, you start working that in, love.
Okay.
So there you go. Look at those. They've got a little frosty from the freezer. But aren't those beautiful? Right? Shall I cut one up for you? Because you won't be able to see these ones that we're making because they'll obviously be melted chocolate. Got to put them in the freezer. And there you go. Ooh, where's your camera? There you go. Whoa, whoa. There you go. Whoop, whoop. There you go. And you guys, look at that. Delicious.
I think that's thoroughly mixed, actually. I don't think we need more than this.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, maybe do you want to show it to them? Share what you've got.
You see that? Huh? Looks great.
Yep. Now you can take a little spoon and taste it. Let's see how that is. Don't have to eat that whole spoon.
Okay.
The beautiful thing about the coconut is it goes a really long way. Like it's got a really long chew.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay.
Very good.
So wash your hands.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we're going to actually fill the balls.
I am standing in front of you now.
That's okay. This is live and we have
So
a
no
tiny
one-
kitchen
So no one can see now.
in a tiny house. And I'm eating chocolate. I'm going to get chocolate all over my mouth.
Okay.
Okay.
So now.
Good job I got a mirror over the cooker.
Absolutely.
Feng shui. Always know who's coming up behind you when you're cooking rice.
Right? You never know.
You never know. And the knives are right here, look, right behind me.
They're right there.
Okay, so you don't know what you're doing now. Here's one for the people in England. A little Blue Peter moment for you. Here's one I prepared earlier. So this
Who?
Blue Peter.
Who's Blue Peter?
What?
Peter?
What is Blue Peter?
Peter?
Blue Peter is a show we used to have when we were kids.
Teeth close together.
And,
slightly open.
They used to make these things, and they would always make it, and then they would go underneath, and they go, and here's one I made earlier. So you could see what it looked like when it was cooked. You know, put it in the oven, take it out, but then show you. So here's one we made earlier.
Blue Peter.
A little Blue Peter moment there for you. Now all of you know what Blue Peter is. Anyway, so you can see it actually sticks together, right? So we can make little balls.
Should we move this one?
Yeah, you can move that one.
Right.
That's a done one. So here's what these go in. So these are silicone molds. What's great about them is that they're bendy. The first chocolate molds I got were all these great shapes, and it was this rigid plastic, and they were a bugger to get out of there. I'm sure maybe, that light's really bright, I'm sure maybe there's a way to do it, but I don't know the way. So anyway, once I found out about these, I was in love. So the only thing I did earlier was I made a few, and then Cemaaj is actually going to fill these in and tell you how you make this first complete, what is that?
bubbles.
No, I meant it's like a skin. It's like the first.
The first skin layer.
Yeah, the first layer.
And
so if you want to do like double dipped, this is what it would be like, because this would be the first layer, and then we're going to put some more chocolate in.
You let it dry, right? Then you put another one.
Well, let it dry. Bless you. Yes, we put it in the freezer.
Put it in the freezer.
And we let it dry. Bless you. You've got to love it, haven't you? Anyway, so what he's going to do, let's put those there, is you're going to take a teaspoon. You can have that one. Oh no, here's one already in there.
Yeah, that one I like.
So you want the chocolate close to, because it's easy to get it on the thing. So what are you going to do? Tell them.
Okay, so we're going to take, here's the chocolate.
He saw me earlier. I made him watch.
Melted.
Silky.
Silky.
Milk chocolate's not quite like
beautiful.
that.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take this teaspoon, and we're going to put this right in that mold.
How much?
Just like that. Just 1 teaspoon, right?
Yeah, not too much
quite,
though, right?
though.
Yeah. So, can you see there? Is that just filling the bottom?
Just filling the bottom. Maybe that one's a little much, maybe?
It could be.
I'm going to
You'll
put
see.
a little less in this one. Yes, there we go. And a little less. Maybe a half of a teaspoon.
There you go.
Not a whole.
Trial and error, that's how you learn.
There we go.
There you go.
And then, what we're going to do is we're going to take the back of the spoon, and we're going to push it up
Oh, grasshopper, good student.
along the sides of the mold for the first, for our first bit. Before we...
Okay, you don't have to, it can be...
It can be better, faster?
It can be fast.
Okay. Faster.
Don't be scared of it.
No, I'm just trying to get
The
it.
thing with the chocolate is,
okay,
can't see you over there.
This one I'll go faster.
Hi. The thing with the chocolate is that if you get any over the top, it's going to come off. You're right, like right in the. I can't see both. It's going to come off with a sharp knife. So yes.
No, just making sure that it's...
Yes, it's just all good, and it will, as long as you've got that first coating, it just gives it a nice finish.
Mm-hmm.
So I get impatient. Wants to do it for her.
Well, so done.
Awesome.
Grasshopper.
Okay, good job.
All right.
All right.
I think that's a very good job.
I think that's an excellent job.
Should we
So
take
we'll
this
put that back over there.
Okay.
You can just stay there. Okay, no, you're going to leave that there. You're going to finish it off. Right, so don't worry about those melty ones. So we're going to take the ones that we've already put in the freezer. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes for this stage. So you can always just melt your chocolate, do this first step, pop it in the freezer, whilst you then break your chocolate up and melt it over here. And when you take it over to the freezer, by the way, excuse me for reaching over you, you want to put it on something flat first, like that, and then put it in the freezer, because otherwise it's going to be bent and your chocolate is going to go wherever. That side didn't get done. There.
I think I had a little too much. There we go.
There we go. Okay, so you are going to take your little balls. Where did you put your coconut?
Right here.
No, the one that we made earlier.
Oh, well, I don't know. You were in charge of this one?
There it is. God, right in front of me. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out and form it into a ball. Right, but we are half done really, because you want it a bit more rounded underneath, but you want it flat on top. No, I want it bigger than that.
Really?
Yeah, I want more coconut. I don't want like big. Even the one that I made yesterday, the one I made earlier, what I learned from that was there wasn't enough coconut in there. So what we're going to do is take 2 raw almonds, and just pop them in there. And then you're going to take your coconut, Cemaaj, like that. Do you see that? So it's almost filling around the edge, but not quite. And the reason we don't want it quite filling is, even though we've put this first layer to give it a nice smooth outline, we don't want to we want to like let chocolate drizzle down there just to reinforce it, so that you've got that nice, and so we want it almost to hit the sides, but not quite. And then we do want it, that's actually a little bit too much on the top.
I was thinking that.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking, oh, that's a bit too much on the top
I was
there.
thinking that's a bit
Well, because we
too
put
much.
the almonds in, didn't we?
Yeah, we
See,
did.
and I didn't accommodate for that. So actually, I'm thinking about it. With the almonds in, they're taking the curve. So you can actually make, not balls.
A little flat.
Yeah, a little flat.
Okay.
Right? And then just pop that in there. Oh, beautiful that is, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's it.
That's good.
Right there, you see? Because you want to be able to have a really, let's just press it down a little.
Yeah.
A really flat top on the top. Do you want to do like maybe
do
2 of
one.
those?
Okay, I'll do 2. I think that size ball is probably
Right, don't
good.
forget your almonds.
No, those go first.
And of course, if you want to put something,
One.
you want to put something else in there, I'll get that later. You could always put cranberries in there. You can make your own thing.
Is that not enough, huh?
That's good. I think that's
You
good.
think
Well,
that's good?
yeah, no, I think a little bit more. Eh?
Yeah?
Well, not so much on the sides, but inside. There.
My perspective is, it looks like it's over the top, but it's not.
Do you want to
actually.
see? There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so we can move on from the coconut because I think you get the idea on that. Do you
Okay.
get the idea on
I
that?
got it.
Okay, so to finish it off, what you're going to do,
Are we
Yes.
drizzling or?
you're drizzling. Well, yeah, exactly. You're drizzling. You want it to go down the sides
We're drizzling down the sides.
and then finish off. And this is going to be obviously the bottom, right?
So down
The
the
bottom's on
sides.
top. Well, across the top, and then it's
Across
going
the
to,
top.
yeah, across the top it's going to drizzle.
Or drizzles
Yeah,
on the
if you
side.
if you put enough across the top, we can bang it and it'll move.
Oh, okay, we can just.
Yeah,
I can't really see from that.
that's okay.
Oh, I see now.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then
Oh,
what we'll do
that's-
is just give it a little tap.
Very
That'll
nice.
encourage the air pockets.
Very nice.
See if there's any low areas.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
we're all good.
Okay.
Nice one. Yeah, maybe I added a bit too much on yours. You can't really add too much, can you? Because it's yours.
So this one needs a little more chocolate.
Okay. There you go. Beautiful. And
And
there you
then
go.
we're
So
gonna-
that's those 2. Now, what if we wanted to make peanut butter? Because this would be a good size for that as well.
Ah, there we go. Oh, can't show you. It'll just spill out.
I think this is a big one for peanut butter. So we've actually got the other one here is the ones we made earlier. You don't have to pour any more in here because I think we've got the idea. Same thing. Put a little bit in the bottom and then you're just taking the back of the spoon and you're just making sure the sides are covered. So now you're going to take this one, Cemaaj.
We're doing
And
peanut
you're
butter
doing
now, huh?
peanut butter.
Okay, I'll trade with you.
There you go. You might want
Now,
to use.
This is gonna take.
You might want to use this spoon.
I need
and
something to scrape.
This spoon.
Oh, okay.
I think actually that works pretty well. And you can perhaps put a little bit more in there again because if you look there, you'll be able to see. Bend forward. Now look at the screen. It's all you.
Well, you should step in front of me and then I can be in. There we go. How about that?
Well, then we can't see you.
Well, you'll see me.
Uh,
I'll show you what that's on.
Yeah, we're just going to do 2 of those.
Okay.
Again, yeah, the filling. You know, the filling. I think is you need more of that than you do of the chocolate. And a lot of the peanut butter recipes out there have got a lot of sugar in them. I don't understand it. So this is peanut butter and what did I put in there? I put a little cacao butter in there just to make it a bit more runny. So you could use coconut oil or cacao butter. I wouldn't personally use sugar. And I used Kirkland Costco organic peanut butter. You always want to get organic peanuts in your peanut butter or to eat because they are rotated with cotton crops and so there's lots of pesticides used on them. And you want to check, like a lot of the ones in Whole Foods, I'm sorry to say, have sugar in them. So this one has, it does have 2 grams of sugar, but there's no added sugar. That's obviously from their peanuts, because that's, unless they've changed, dry roasted organic peanuts. No added sugar. So I don't think you need extra sugar in your chocolates. So there you go.
Yep.
I think I would still, again, just put a little bit more.
A little bit more?
Yeah, because that's going to be thick chocolate right there.
Oh, gotcha.
It doesn't look like it's that thick,
Okay.
but it will be. There we go. And so
What
we
about
could
that
just,
one?
yeah, and we would just top these off. We'll do this in a bit because we've got to fill the rest out for the dentist. We'll top these off just with that little bit, just like we did with these ones. So we can put that to the side. What we're making next?
Looks like we have a
Silicone molds. Here's another one. Hearts, of course. So there is time to get out to your kitchen store or order these on Amazon and have them and still make these chocolates. The next one we're going to do is this one. I love this mold. Now, I said the plastic ones I don't like, but this one actually is different. It does just pop out. And you can see it's like shaped in a bar. Well, literally, I wish I had one to show you, but I don't. Because we ate it. No, actually I gave it away. We're just going to, this one's really easy. We're going to make 2 raisin bars here, Cemaaj.
Is that one dry? Or is it good?
Let me give a little, I think it is, but I'll just give it a little. Make sure your molds, it's a good thing that he picked that up, but we've worked with chocolate long enough. Chocolate really doesn't like water. It seizes. You know how it's all nice and silky, and then it can get all sludgy? That's that. So, what we're going to do is put raisins in both of these.
After.
No, do it now.
Do it now?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you're gonna grab
A
them.
substantial amount?
Yeah. We're just gonna fill this up.
Fill it up. It's going to be a raisin bar.
Yeah, green and blacks do this, do a raisin bar, and it's super delicious. We first had it on the mountain,
Okay.
and
Wow, that is a lot.
Yep.
It's a
you
lot.
need raisins in every bite, you see, because you're only having a little piece of chocolate, and so there needs to be raisins in all of them.
Okay, wow. We finished off that bowl.
That's the Zante raisins gone. Put it on the list. You've got a few more than me, so I'll pop you a few over there. All right, let me show them.
Okay.
So, there you go. So you can see. I know it's like a Peloton. It's the kitchen Peloton, isn't it? What do you call that in the kitchen? Taking the lead, coming up from behind. Okay. I think we need to get out more. That's right, that one, and you're going to pour it on. So this is why the dark chocolate, because it's the most, I've put in the jar, in the measuring jug, because literally you can pour it out.
So rush just start the middle, or it doesn't matter?
You're just going to fill it all up. So fill up one first. You let it out. Don't be scared.
Well, there's no need to overfill.
No. Okay. And let's see. And like I said, if you do go over the sides a little bit like he has here, don't worry, because once it sets, a sharp knife
Pop those off and eat them.
he's just gonna have that off. Okay, that's
All
beautiful.
right, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And pour it out. Just let it pour.
Well, I'm just getting edges, and then I'm going to go for it in the middle. We have our process here, right?
We have our process. Yes, we have our process.
Yeah, I can go for it.
Yeah, you can just let it out.
She's like, hurry up.
Yeah.
Okay. We're all set.
It really, when you make these at home yourself, you can really make them in 10 minutes. I made the almond joys last night while Cemaaj was putting a salad together. So, so yeah. So that's that. And then the last one we're going to make a little bit of is my personal favourite and a really popular one. So Cemaaj, you remember this one? You're just going to put in...
Then we're going to break those up.
You break them up a little bit. So this is our toasted coconut. And you want a nice layer in the bottom. Don't press it down too hard.
Is that the bottom or the top?
Well, that's the bottom of the dish. It will be the top of the chocolate.
Right.
And then you're going to put in a couple of cranberries and a cashew. Maybe 2. There you go. So this is what you've got. So you've got some coconut, some cranberries, and some cashews. Now, when I used to make this chocolate, I used to melt the chocolate, then put all the stuff in it, and then put it in the molds. And then one day on the mountain when I was making them, because everyone wanted them, I just decided to do a quick job and put all the stuff in and then pour the chocolate in. And you want to do those too, and then we'll pour the chocolate in. And what's amazing is, it's amazing, and they look like this. Yes, do it quickly.
Do it quickly.
Not quickly enough, Cemaaj.
I know,
Story of his life.
Still too slow.
Try living with me, he says. Well, and these ones are kind of the ugly ones, because they're the ones that I've kept and not given away. But they still taste good. So,
okay.
There's one. Oops. You see how beautiful it is on the bottom. So this has got some shredded coconut on top, and then this one's got all kinds of stuff. And actually, a lot of the times when we make it, you can't see the coconut on top. Maybe you like that. You can choose, right? Because you're making them. But let me tell you, these ones, my goodness.
Wow, that's very good.
Just look at that. There's the Peloton going again. Right? When you bite through this, that toasted coconut is just, oof. Right? Good. Mm-hmm. Here's one. Oh wow, it's so good.
Okay. Am I pouring in again?
I'm gonna pour in dark chocolate. These are super quick. Like, you can make 20 of these in 5 minutes. Because you're just putting the stuff in the bottom. There's no scooping out. There's no pre-layer. There's none of that. This one and the chocolate bar, fantastic.
Almost there.
And any of these, you can make them with milk chocolate. Let me go in front of you. Can you go back a little bit, please?
Again.
We can make them with
right in the middle of pouring.
milk chocolate or dark chocolate.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, next one. Or, if it's too much, you can always do a blend. But like I said at the beginning, just think about that sugar. We can make this,
I'll get a,
yeah, you'll get that out with the spatula. There you go, silicone spatula, and that chocolate will come out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when you put all the stuff in here, it really doesn't taste as bitter as you might think, and it's really, really delicious. The other thing that I sometimes do is put a sprinkle of sea salt on the bottom. So not inside the chocolate, but just a really light sprinkle, so that when your lip touches, you just get that like hit of salt. We're all loving a bit of salt in our chocolate, right? And there you go. So these ones, YouTube, Facebook, chocolate's coming out.
The chocolate is spilling over.
My chocolate spilleth over. Okay. So we didn't use the milk chocolate live, but we're just going to do exactly the same with that and make that up for our dentists and dentist assistants. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. You can put anything you want in there. Just try it, get some molds, and I'm telling you, I think you're going to love it. Don't you think?
I think so.
And it's fun. If you've got kids, get the kids involved. Go make grandma, some chocolates that are going to love her back. So I'd love to hear from you. How do you make your chocolates? What are you doing for Valentine's Day? Do you do anything? What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Making chocolates.
Do you get me a gift?
Yeah.
Do you? No.
Yeah, a gift of chocolate.
No, we don't do Valentine's Day, but we do know lots of people who do. You don't have to. Oh, you don't have to go out to the store. Talking of which, if it is for a gift, handy dandy little craft boxes, so you can put your little chocolates in there. Well, I'm not going to put them in now. You get the idea. Put the chocolates in there. Little bow on top. Handmade card. There you go, darling. Happy Valentine's Day. I made you a little something. Right?
Sounds good to me.
Awesome. We'd love to hear from you. This is She Chankar.
And Cemaaj.
TheFeelBetterCoach.com. Come on over there and let's all feel better, because it's friggin' time.
To feel better.
To feel better.
Absolutely.
Alright, and chocolate? That's one great way to feel better.
Yeah, so start.
It is. You want to get that one? I'll get this one?
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Ready, set, go. I think that was the wrong
I set that to... Oops.